Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Mother Nature has decided to show up here, and rain is sure to have an impact on this game. Ball security will come into play, as both teams will have to deal with some very slippery conditions. It's the Browns going up against the Bengals.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Looking to throw. And able to find Green. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Green with a catch left side. And he takes this down deep into Cleveland territory. That goes for a gain of 31.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Back to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. They'll look to throw here. Green's got it over the middle. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
First carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. So the D-line's going to spread out. They go play action. Kaiser. And his throw is incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On third down, Kaiser. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's fourth.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
Well, that's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward, that starts the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. And out now, here come the Bengals. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Mixon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So on the big tight end, Holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without Holding.
Here we go now.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go. 3, 19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So second down, 3 yards to go now.
Let's go. 38.
They'll run it again with Crowell. And some space here. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long. They'll try to throw here. Kaiser looking middle, and it's incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Come on, let's go. 38.
3rd and long for Kaiser. Going deep for Diggs. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Kaiser and the offense staying put. They're going for it.
Come on, let's go. 38. Ohio.
Kaiser to throw for it on 4th. Going deep for Diggs. And this is going to be incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw here. Being chased out left. And oh, he coughed it up.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ross. And he gets it down to the 32. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Mixon hit, and oh, the ball is out. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Here we go.
They begin with a run by Crowell. And down he goes just beyond the 35, and that pretty move got him some extra space to run. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Second down, Kaiser. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Kaiser from the gun on 3rd. Going deep for Diggs. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 32 that time.
Green 39! Green 39!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain. Because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning. Following the interception, Kaiser throwing deep here for Coleman. Oh, this is caught inside the 15. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. In the red zone this time. The carry here for the big tight end. come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Kaiser, 3rd and goal. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And Dawson's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Certainly their offense has sputtered here a little bit in the first half as they finally do get on the board, but they only have 3.
Well, at least it eases the frustration a bit, doesn't it? To be able to get some points on the board, feel a little bit better about themselves as they go into the locker room and try and regroup.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch him now, Marty.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll set up a throw. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Shift together here from the D-line. Now they run with Mixon, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Hurry up, here we go. All right, now, look at 56.
They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, an update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And the Panthers are starting to pull away in that one. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Kaiser now on second down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Carl Lawson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Well, there was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's third and long. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And a catch made by Kenny Britt. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now here's Ross. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Again, it's Mixon. And he powers his way up past the 30. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is. Boy, he eats up ground, and he usually goes up and gets it.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Kaiser on 3rd and 2. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Ross on the return. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On the toss, Mixon. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Josh Malone. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And Green with a catch left side. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this one's incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 10. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll drop the throw. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Elliott now to kick this one away. And now the Browns coming out on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Jordan Willis in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Here we go. 1-9. Flex round.
To throw, Kaiser. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Taken right around the 44. Oh, he's hit. The ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. And that'll go to cancel out a very nice return on the punt.
And that one was a hold. And I don't know what the percentages are between holding calls and illegal blocks in the back, but both of them go a long way towards wiping out nice returns.
Design run for their wideout. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit near the 25. A good pick up there of 20 yards. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
On play action, they'll throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 16. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
All right, here we go.
Now back to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
This is taken near the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Flex round. Flex round.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Come on, let's go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. To the left side here for Eifert. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
He'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Danny Shelton in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. The quick hitter complete. It's Malone. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
It's in the fourth quarter down in Miami. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Let's go.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
The give is to Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, what was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play. Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
To throw is Kaiser. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. The Browns on third down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go.
Kaiser now. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Jordan Willis in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll throw here. Kaiser. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
4th down, Kaiser, desperation time. He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, two teams coming in feeling good about how their last game went and want to continue with another win here today. It's the Chiefs going up against the Giants.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Now the rookie from Toledo, this is Kareem Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Smith on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. On first down, it's Webb. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A play fake, now Webb. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
Third and 11, and some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Out of the gun, it's Webb. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Smith with a give to Hunt, and he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. is Ware. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
They run with a 5th-round man, Paul Perkins. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Here we go.
To throw on 2nd down, here's Webb. A dump off to the flat for Perkins. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he motions the wide receiver. On 1st and 10, Webb. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
There's Perkins on 1st down. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. To throw, Webb. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a 1st down throw, Webb. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Let's go!
Webb now from the gun. And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. K.D. Cannon His second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On second down, here's Smith. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. So as they take it over, we step aside. Third and 2, Smith. And able to find Conley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they've got it here with a first.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we'll see one of the more dangerous passing offenses. The Giants are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Chiefs, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their men in blue emerging from the MetLife tunnels. We're set to go as the Giants get ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now Smith to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith goes to Ware on the screen. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Smith going to give this one to Hunt. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Here's Smith looking to throw on 2nd down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Devon Kennard. He's the one to get it, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So the sack of Smith, and now the Chiefs coming up facing 3rd and long. Play action. It's Smith. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Throwing on first down. Webb forced out to his left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Webb. It's caught by OBJ. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. The first carry now for Paul Perkins. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Second down, Perkins. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Webb dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble. So 4th down coming up. John Harbaugh sent on the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now a toss. This is West. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. On the run, this is Hunt. And an alley to run. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
When they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football, I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, it's Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll let Perkins carry to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. But they face a second and long to start things out. Now Webb. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Operating from the gun, Webb. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session, but coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Hill shedding the tackle. Look at the dance and the juke. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. Well, we have a minute. We remind you that later tonight we'll have a couple of NFC East rivals squaring off, the Eagles and the Cowboys from Big D.
Or Arlington. Got to make sure we get it right.
To be more precise there in the Metroplex. Then tomorrow night, Week 11, we'll wrap up with a playoff rematch from the divisional round a year ago, the Falcons and Seahawks, but this time from Seattle. Now Hunt, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
To throw on second down, Smith setting up the receiver screen here to Thomas. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on third. Out of the gun, Smith. And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will tie us at 3-3. Well, the offense got the ball in a good spot, but they went nowhere. They settled for 3.
Brandon, I think it's safe to say that was a major disappointment. Had a great opportunity, excellent field position, and did not be able to move the ball at all. Big-time letdown.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Green 39.
On first down, Webb trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct. And what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now. But later, when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Back in the Philly. Here we go. Set. Blue 90. Blue Detroit. Here we go. Detroit.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And an alley to run. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Not a stat we talk about often with tight ends, but Travis Kelsey, he can move it after the catch. third overall in the NFL in yards after catch last season.
Behind two running backs, Le'Veon Bell and David Johnson.
Strength and a little bit of niftiness in Travis Kelce's game.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They run again with Hunt. And he is level. Knocked down hard at the 16. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Smith. That is caught inside the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. They'll come out in the pistol. Now it's Hunt, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Smith to throw on 2nd down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are in for 6. And this is off the left upright, but he banks it through. How about that one? The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And New York set to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Here's Webb. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tamahali able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. On second down, Webb. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. On first down, it's Webb. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Second down and 4. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
To throw on second down, here's Webb. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on third down.
Pass situation.
Hurry up, here we go.
And the back goes into motion. Webb to throw. He's got it complete to Perkins. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. They give him 12 yards and a first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay, and it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Throwing again. Webb. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
To throw, Webb. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Watch it now.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A first throw now for the backup Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And this one is no good. He missed it. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we send you now to Orlando and our Tiburon studios, where Larry Ridley's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Fresh set of downs here.
Now let's go. Green 35.
A handoff to Perkins. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
To throw on 2nd down. Webb, throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. He has been interception prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run again with Hunt. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. To throw on second down is Smith. Wiggles free. Flush to his right. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. Even after more than a decade in the league, Smith still one to account for with his legs as he picks up a first. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. On the toss, there goes West. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll try the air now with Smith. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And now the offense operates in the red zone. A toss play to Hunt. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Now Smith. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the 3rd quarter. And even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no?
Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position to really open up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And yeah, 3 points is very easy to get back in today's NFL.
New York set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now let's go.
Looking to throw on second down. Webb. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. What will Webb try to do here after the sack as he brings his guys up 3rd and long? Defense showing blitz. Off play action, it's Webb. And he's going to go down for a 4th time today, and this time the result is a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Lambeau. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They go play action here on 1st down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. So they're going to go for 2. Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
A play fake. Now Webb sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Smith going to leave it to Hunt on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no. Here's Smith now on second down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Keenan Robinson not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. So the sack of Smith, and now the Chiefs coming up facing 3rd and long. To throw is Smith. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 12. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Caught left side. It's Beckham. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Now Webb. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's second down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. To throw again. Webb looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Shepard. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Here's Hunt, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
I That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On third down, it's Hunt. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Ware. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 2nd down, 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing on 3rd down. Smith goes to Ware on the screen. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll run it here with Hunt. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 16. Smith now to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Keenan Robinson in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.